Hey guys, welcome to Bronx Porch Homestead. It is a new day, early morning, not even 8 a.m. in the morning, and just want to update you on a few things. I could not film yesterday what we had gone through because there was just so much going on, and at the same time, it was just impossible. So want to give you an update on Charlie the rabbit. Hoping that he's doing good today. We did take him to get neutered yesterday. It was a little bit of an ordeal. For one thing, we forgot, my daughter and I forgot the time frame that we're supposed to drop him off. So we had to call the night before and left them a message to call us right away in the morning when they got it so that we knew what time to drop them off, because we knew we had to drop them off before the business actually opened up, because that's when they do their surgeries. And then, so we did drop them off around 9:30. Pretty much they didn't give us any instructions. They did tell us that, they did ask us if he had eaten from midnight on, which he doesn't eat around midnight. I mean, there's always hay in the coop, but at the same time, we also had to lure him into the carry-all that we bought him in, with a piece of a banana. So I did disclose that when I got to the veterinarian group in Riverdale in the Bronx. They didn't say anything after that. And then they said, give them a call back 4:30. So I did do that at 4:30, picked them up around almost 6 o'clock, and they didn't give me too much instructions in terms of the rabbit care itself. More, they did give me instructions on the medicine part, so I just want to show you antibiotic and painkiller. So they gave me this little these two little things, and it's supposed to be 1 ml each. One is clear and the other one is pink, and so I'm supposed to put that in with his food or directly in his mouth, so that's gonna be challenging. And the other thing is he came back with a Victorian collar that's made out of plastic. I was not told how to remove the collar. Also, I just want to say that I think the instructions could have been better, and in terms of the collar, how to remove it, any signs of the rabbit not eating. These are the things that I actually learned on other YouTube videos, and the clinic, the group, the veterinarian group actually did not tell me any of that information. So I think they could have been better in terms of communication with me in that sense, because I did not know that the rabbits need to be fed right after surgery, or at least put the food there so that they could start eating it. I asked the representative that, should I feed him in the morning? And she said, well, he had his medicine today. We did feed him a little bit, and he didn't eat too much of it. So I think we should have fed him last night after reading the videos, but it was already too late by the time I saw those videos. I'm gonna go out there this morning, see where he's at. Right now, David went out. He said he couldn't see him through the coop, so he may be just be hiding in the back, and give him a little bit of time. But I'll go out there around 8 and assess where he's at. He's probably very angry, but I hope nothing messes up with his digestion, because rabbits cannot go 24 hours without eating. It stalls their digestion, their stomach, and then they develop really bad, severe gas. There's other words for it, but that's how in my head I see it. And then I have to take them back to the vet so that they can give him medicine for that, and I don't want to do that. The procedure itself was a little pricey. I will not be doing anything extra this month because it was almost $600. So that's another thing about homesteading, even on a small level, even on a urban level, is that you do have to put money aside for things like this because they will come up, you know. So we'll see what today will bring. I will try to film when I'm out there what I'm doing. But yeah, couldn't do it yesterday because our concentration was on getting him there along with, you know, other appointments that I had. So we'll see what today will bring. Hi, Charlie. Okay, I took the collar off and I don't want to open up the gate. I know he wants to come out, but he does need to eat. So he was relieved when I did take the collar out. I am doing this by myself this morning. So he's looking up there. I gave him some watermelon and I put the one of the medicines in there, but he's not actually, doesn't have any interest on it. And I also gave him water. Okay, looks like he's eating the greens. That's exactly what I want to see him do. All right, we're getting there. Oh, I'm so glad. All right, Charlie, you just have to finish that water and watermelon. That's awesome. Okay, he's gonna be a little bit pissed off at me today for yesterday, but that's a good sign. That's a very good sign. Thank you, Lord. It's amazing how these little guys can grow on you. All right, Charlie, I'm gonna let you be, and hopefully you'll not scratch your sensitive area. I'll leave the collar off. I'm gonna go with what some of the YouTube videos I saw. But yeah, he's doing okay. Okay, we're looking good. He has his eyes closed. All right, I think that's good. I'll give him a little privacy this morning. He has water, and then I'll just give him some good hay. Okay, he's now going for the hay. So we're good. We're getting closer to what he normally would eat. He ate all that kale, which is great. I'm glad all that medicine was in there. Now he's up to the hay. Now the other medicine, I put it in that watermelon hoping he'd go for it. So we'll try again later. That's supposed to be twice a day. Okay, well, I think I did the best I could this morning. This was the collar that that I didn't know was Velcro. So that's what this looks like. Just want to let you know. I could see how he was seriously uncomfortable with this. I did give him the watermelon. Hopefully he'll try that throughout the rest. We will see. Right now he's cleaning himself up on his feet and all. I don't know how much he's going to disturb the area where they worked on. I'm hoping that, crossing my fingers, that he doesn't disturb it too much. And then I'll come back in a few hours and check on him. But as of now, we'll just take it one step at a time. So I did let Holly out, and right away she went over to where Charlie Coop is, and he came out of that little corner. So I think, I don't know if I'm right or wrong, but it feels right to just have her out and have him know that there's another rabbit in the area. Okay, well that wasn't that bad. I didn't know what I was gonna find when I went out there. I'm not an expert in any kind of livestock farming, but I do try. Okay, so right now what I'm doing is, again, it's still early. This is like before 9 a.m. I noticed that the hens don't have pellets, they only have grits. So I do have pellets in here. I gotta get to Tractor Supply and get more hay. That's another thing I gotta get is hay. So I am putting pellets and then I'm gonna mix it. The pellets I get is the one that they recommend. They're all pretty much the same. It's just a different brand. So I've used different kind of brands already. I'm not loyal to a brand, which is good because it provides me to purchase other brands. That's an opportunity for them as a business, right? So one thing about urban homesteading that I've experienced is that because we're in a situation where not everything is natural, I don't have a big pasture, I don't have a large backyard. I have a paved backyard with some soil only. So the less natural that an environment is for any animal, the more pollution, the more you have to do, the more work has to be done in order to keep up with the needs of the animals that you're taking care of, right? So that's where permaculture is very important, because permaculture is not only for the person who has the acreage of land, but there's also urban permaculture. So that's kind of tricky and it's hard. So, you know, it's funny because sometimes when we say permaculture, ideally it is the most natural setting where the ecosystem balances itself if you have the right locations working together, right? It's a relationship of everything. That's what permaculture design is. It's a relationship of everything. But I think urban permaculture is more challenging. And it's something that I am experiencing because, yes, I do have the hen house at the far end of the house, and in between the hen house and the house is the garden. So on a permaculture level, that is correct, right? Because in the garden, it's the shortest trip from my yard waste to the hen house. But we're also close enough for me to get eggs every morning, you know. Rabbits also are in an ideal location permaculture wise because they're right by the garden, which is where I need to have their poop directly put into the garden. The hives, when they do get built up, will also be in an ideal location, which will be in the far right, underneath the leyland trees, you know, so they can come out in the morning and do that run all the way to the parkland and get their pollen from the linden trees over at Mashalou Parkway. So as of now, the location seems okay. My thing is the actual environment itself, in terms of concrete and the actual land. So when we first bought this house over 10 years ago, there was no pavement out there. It was just all uneven, dry, eroded soil. Pavers were put on because we do have a 3-family house and we do have tenants. And so they also use the backyard. As a matter of fact, last night they used it. You know, a group went out and they chit-chatted and hung out for a little while. So as much as I have considered removing the pavers and bringing in compost from DSNY that they do give out to residents, as much as I can also have my own compost contribute to the environment in the back, I have to think of those tenants. I have to think of, everything has to work together. So not everything is going to be ideal, but there's got to be some compromise here and there. Okay, so besides everything going on with Charlie, guess what? We have chicks coming. We are so excited because, with that being said, we're not ready. So I found out literally 2 days ago that we were having these chicks, even though I did order them in December and I changed the order. And I did go on and ordered a few things for the chicks. So I'm going to go outside, get a bin, put paper towels on the bottom of it. They can't fly out right now because they are babies. So today is the 7th. I'm supposed to be receiving all of the items that I got. And as I get them, I'll set it up in that bin. But it's exciting. And on top of everything else that is going on, I did order 9. What was I thinking? Not all of them may make it, but we'll see. I did order 9, 3 of each, 3 of 3 types. But yeah, so the postman contacted me and he said that the chicks have caused an excitement at the post office. And that is because normally a Bronx post office doesn't get to see baby chicks come through. So that's exciting. Okay, we're gonna come out again, check out on Holly, who I left out. Still not rainy, which is great. I want to also see how Charlie's doing, because it's been a while. So he's by the door. That's a great sign that he's there. Means he's looking forward to coming out. And did he have the watermelon? Well, looks like he had a little bit. Hey, Charlie, sweetie, how you doing? You all right? Huh? Oh, he still hasn't touched the water. All right, so right now, hens are doing good. Yes, ladies, I know. I'll be feeding you soon. I gotta get that bin. So we're gonna take this bin and we're going to use this bin for the chicks. Yep, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna line it with paper towels, like they said, rather than pine chips. And then it keeps it cleaner, and also we don't want that pasty butt thing that they mention always with chicks. All right, so let's get this into the room, clean it up, and put some paper towels in it. So this is our first time, again, another first time, for doing something that at my age is a treat, I guess, right? I mean, who at 55 gets to hold chicks for the first time? Because yeah, I've never held chicks at all. Never did. Living in New York City, urban environment. I grew up in Manhattan, and Queens was no suburb either. My family always lived in the urbanest part of New York City because we took advantage of the public transportation and everything walking nearby. So New York State is pretty big. New York City has areas in the 5 boroughs that you need a car or you need extra time to get to, because not all of it is urban, but a lot of it is. So the experiences that I'm going through now with rabbits and hens and new chicks. Those are not experiences that a city person would normally, experience. Okay, what a busy day. All right, finished a workshop over on the other side of the Bronx with some students to do after school. Got our chicks in while I was there, and we're gonna take a look at it. It sure has been a busy day. Ah, you've been sitting here the whole time. Guess what, guys?
They're feeling good now.
David got the chicks. Oh my goodness. All 9 of them?
Yeah.
Oh, they're all alive. So I'm telling you, I ordered this stuff literally 2 days ago.
Mattress.
Wow, guys. So I got 3 of each species. So later on, I'll explain
Look at the penguin looking
which
one.
ones I got. I got 3 are Black Star, 3 are Americana, and the other 3 I forgot which one, but I'll show them later. Oh my goodness. Look at them. Wow. Thank you for setting everything up. So this is your first time unpackaging chicks,
I
right?
left the tray a little bit higher because I don't want them to get too hot and start cheeping.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Or peeping.
Okay, so you have it on the second level.
There's no switches that I see.
Oh, no, I mean like in terms of height.
Yeah, I got it high up so that they can still be warm, but they're not gonna be too hot.
I want to pick one up. Here, hold that. Hold that. I'm filming. Yeah. I want to pick one up. Oh my goodness. Look at him. Look. He's too cute. Did they drink water yet?
Look at them. They've been drinking like crazy. Once they realize that they're thirsty.
Oh my Lord. Oh my goodness. He's so cute. Wow. Okay. All right. They're so cute. Did you pick one up?
Yeah,
Which one did you pick up?
it was that one.
We got the
She
3,
likes
what
the
is it, the 3
penguin
Black
looking
Star, right?
Yeah.
And the 3 Americana.
No,
What were the other 3?
Look at them drinking.
Oh, good. What were the other 3? Do you remember? Man, your memory's just as bad as mine. And that's the box it came in, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I gotta make dinner.
They came all the way from Iowa, right?
Yes.
Which one did you pick up?
I picked up the Americana. I think this one.
That's the one I picked up too.
Did you? You want me to hold it?
Yeah, well, my arm is getting tired.
I'm gonna make the fish. I see the young ladies down here eating.
What is she eating?
I don't know, but I gotta make dinner. Let her know that I'm making fish within like
How
the
come
next
your
10
beaks
minutes.
are bleeding though?
I gave her
Their
a
beaks
hot
are
dog to
bleeding?
hold her off.
Yeah.
Tú estás cocinando.
That's not good, I don't think. Is there enough water in here?
Yeah.
Okay.
I wanna pick one up.
Pick one up. So hey guys, it has been one crazy full day. You have been seeing bits and pieces, and that's exactly how my life was today, in bits and pieces. Actually, that's how it is all the time. Living in an urban environment, you get pulled into many different directions. I actually started out with Charlie and you guys this morning. Let Holly out. Holly is still out there, by the way. It is now after dinner time, and it's raining. And I try to lure her back into her coop with food. And she just refuses to go back in, runs away. So I don't know if there's trauma going on with her, especially with everything that she's been through, her pregnancies and all. But right now she's wet. My daughter was telling me that that's not a good idea to keep the rabbit out because she can get hypothermia. The problem is I can't get her. She runs away. And the other thing is there's enough dry spaces in the backyard under the lounge. And the kennel is open. It's completely open with a tarp on it. There's hay in there. I didn't put food in, but there's hay in there. So hopefully tomorrow when I go out and I bring food, she'll see, realize, oh, I'm hungry and go in. But I'm not going to chase after Holly while it's pouring rain outside for another hour. I did that this morning for an hour. I just did it again for another 30 minutes. I'm not going to do that. So, what can I tell you? So she's out and she's going to be out for the rest of the night because I'm not going to go back out. I'm sure if there's any predators out there, she'll make a run for it. She's pretty fast. So the raccoons that are out there, they're not as fast as she is that I've noticed. They're fat and they take a long time running. I've seen them run. In the meantime, I also had to go out to the other side of Pelham, like I mentioned. To the other side of the Bronx. The sister of this parkway is Pelham Parkway. So I ended up going to their community center and I helped kids do a little bit of seeding. They created their own garden on paper, which was nice. All of the kids that I worked with today, they all live in apartments and they've never gardened before. They also they also know that food can grow, but they don't make the connection with what they're eating for dinner, because I noticed that when I had my conversations with them that they weren't making that connection, that the seeds that they were putting into the soil can actually be eaten once it flowers and fruits. Anyway, so that was fun, but at the same time David ended up receiving the chicks this afternoon as much as I wanted to be here. And the amazing part was that the stuff that I ordered came like an hour before the chicks. So David had to put everything together real quick. I luckily had taken the big bin, had put paper on the bottom, but he set up the brooder. As a first time receiver of chicks, I'm going to let you know that I really like that heat brooder versus a heating lamp. I'm petrified of having a fire because I do live in a 3-family house and I have to protect my tenants and my family. So I'm very leery of that, but the brooder is perfect. It's a flat plate. I really enjoyed it today, but I'm also exhausted. So thanks for spending the day with me, and I'll see you the next time.